Okay, hi folks, this is a video to demonstrate, well, to mostly talk about artificial intelligence using the VisionPunk AI AI plugin for UFPS, which is still in beta, and if you can get it now, you can get it for free if you help me a test, and it's very impressive. I'm not sure if my AI is smart enough yet. As smart as the demo, or maybe it is, just because my scene is different, but I'm going to talk about it a bit here, and I'm going to show all the settings and stuff. And I've got it working relatively acceptably, which I will show in a bit. So first of all, you've got your A-star pathfinding object, which is actually from another asset. This is the free version of the A-star path algorithm by Aaron Granberg, I think he's called, and it's very impressive stuff. So I've got graph of 650 by, is it 650? It's hard to tell, there's a bug. Graph of about 650 by, well, let me copy and paste them just to make sure. Oops. Copy and paste just doesn't work half the time on this PC, which is great when you're trying to code. Right, yeah, 650 by 459. That is my grid there. 650 wide, as you can see, 459 tall, so it's quite a large grid. With the node size of 1, which is the ordinary default, I think. And one thing we have to consider is that my world is actually 6 times too big, which I find when I import the characters from the demo. They're tiny little blokes, so I have to scale them up 6 times. So again, my scale could be messing me up, and every time I try and reduce the world down, something will crash or mess up, so I'm trying not to do that. But if it turns out to be the main problem I'm having, then yeah, I'll keep on trying to scale it down. But for now, I'm trying to do it ordinarily, and then the next game I'll get it right. I've done a lot on this, so. But actually, it wouldn't be that hard to scale down if I fixed the bugs. But there seems to be bugs coming from the actual VisionPunk UFPS engine about null pointers and stuff, so I'm a bit reluctant to delve into that for now anyway. Right, so I've put it at minus 1.5. I think you have to do it a little bit lower. People say minus 0.1 and stuff, but oh no, I did do it at minus 0.1 on the Z, okay. And the other ones, that's just the position of it. No rotation. I've turned off cutting corners because I don't want them to fall in the water or fall off edges, really. Collision texting is, so anything masked as an obstacle, it will avoid, and anything masked as ground, or height testing, anything masked as ground, it will consider ground. So it's hard to see. Maybe I can make this a bit bigger right now. It struggles very much when. I don't know why that happened. It struggles very much when the graph is showing, because there's so much stuff happening. Actually, that view is quite good. I'm hoping it's recording good, because I know Unity is really struggling. But you can see that the blue is where he feels alright walking. Is that right? And the red is where he can't go. Actually, that's not even right. Sorry, Unity is being very slow. What I want is it for it to only to display the grid, and I think going full screen now buggers that up. Let's find out. Right. Anyway, if I zoom in on the left here, you can see the blue is where he's comfortable walking about, and this bit here, I'm hoping you can see the mouse pointer. I'm not even sure, but I'm zooming in on it now. That's sort of there's a ramp here, and you can see it's got the grid, and he can work his way up the ramp. It does zigzag a bit. I'm wondering because of this the design of it, the diagonals make some zigzag, and possibly my node needs to be a lot smaller given my world scale. But I'm not 100% sure yet, because even when I make it smaller, things seem more intense, but he still seems to do the same. Maybe it's an option where he's picking a new path or something, and you can turn that off. Or something like that. And that's half the reason I'm making this video. I'm spending a long time explaining it, but You can see the red there around this statue and around these palm trees. That's an obstacle, so we can't go there. And the water to the right here, because it's detected that it's not high enough. It's different height. That has become an obstacle automatically, I think. Unless I set the water to obstacle, but I don't think I can because I'm already using a layer for it. And the escalator here, that's all obstacle too, so he avoids all of that, and he knows he can run around on the blue. So I've really only done the main room, and you can see there's a little ramp there that goes down. That actually goes down into a little train station. The ramp at the top here, and then you can see because of the height of the grid graph that I've used, halfway down that ramp at the top here I'm talking, it turns red and he can't get any further. But if I coach him down there by letting him follow me and stuff, he does come down there and walk about. It's a little bit confusing, some of these things, but I guess he's allowed to leave this map. It's just that he won't be optimized or something for avoiding obstacles. Anyway, I think that's about it. I did have another point, but I'm trying to remember what it was. Aha, yes. So they don't roam anymore. My guys they were roaming, and then I set this up, and then they don't roam. I fix one thing, and I lose another. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I've never had much luck with AI plugins or even coding it fully from scratch myself. Of course, it is pretty hard stuff. That could be half the issue. Right, so I think that's the explanation of the A-star pathfinding. I generate a cache when I do it. That speeds things up. The rear length is 100. I think that's about fine on the height testing. And really, there's nothing else I do. I don't think there is anything you can do. You just make the graph, and then you position it, and that's it. So next, I have my soldier, who has his own setup, obviously. And I'll zoom in on this dude. So here he is, down here, amongst the map and in front of this ramp. And his settings are quite normal, apart from, as you can see, I put the scale at 6.1 because my world is so huge that he's a tiny little bloke when he appears ordinarily. I haven't really changed any of these rigid body stuff. I haven't changed the character controller. I know I have. I gave him a slope limit of 78 and a step offset of 1.8, and I'm hoping that was the reason he can get up that ramp, because he's now not afraid of slopes that are up to 78 degrees, I presume. And the step offset, I think that's the height at which you can walk up steps, so I upped that a bit because there is steps in the game, even though there's a lot of ramps too, and I haven't seen him try to walk up steps. But it also stops him bouncing off a tiny little ridge in the ground where I haven't connected things properly. So the seeker script, haven't really done anything in that. Not really sure what this start and end modifier is. I think it's just, I did read about it at some point, and I ticked use raycasting actually, hoping that would help. I think that's him just walking about, and then where he gets back to when he's roaming or something. Oh, I'll need to check that. And some of these tooltips that pop up are not working on this A-star plugin. They all keep saying, talking about tags. I think there's a bug in there. And it's up to 9 minutes already, so given that I don't have a director's account anymore, I will pause this at 9:99 and do another video. But I'll try and finish this first. So I didn't do much there. Click use raycasting. Alternative path script, I haven't changed that. Funnel or simple smooth script, I haven't changed them. All they do is change the jagged sharp data for his new path into something smoother and more human and believable, although he still seems to weave about. VPAI, I guess I have changed quite a bit in here just to make up for the size of the world that he's in. Can search. Right, I'll need to zoom this along, and I'm going to pause it actually and go on to a new video. So I lose half my viewers when I do this because everyone's too bored to go through. But it doesn't really matter, does it? Okay, so I'll be back in a minute.